So I thought I would make an um an update video on all the recent paranormal stuff that I've been experiencing because there have been a few things that um, have happened since my last video on the strange mass that was near the ground um, that I um, felt like I was going to step on and trip over, but luckily didn't. So, but there have been a couple, including like just a few moments ago. Um, Actually, the one just a few moments ago is what's prompting me to actually make this video right now. So, um, all right. So, I'll focus on that one and then first, and then I'll um, um, briefly talk about the things that happened a few days ago as well. So, um, and also a little health update. I'm not doing well at all. I don't know if I'll make a video on that or not, but I'm really bad. But so I was looking. I was actually I was outside walking outside. Um, I have a rural home, a rural, everything's rural around here. So I have woods um, pretty much all around me. Um, so I was outside a little bit earlier. Nothing, everything was normal outside. Like there was nothing going on outside. It's just a normal, cool, sunny day, kind of breezy. And that's it. So I went inside. Um, so I looked out the kitchen window towards the woods. It's a slightly hilly area. It's a hill going upwards. So you're looking outside, and you see it's a hill with woods, trees everywhere, bushes. Um, Not like real thick, but like that's what you see when you look out my kitchen window. So I was looking out there, and I looked slightly up. It you know into the woods there, and not too far up. Like it wasn't too close to the house, but it wasn't like real far away either. So I saw this black. I don't know if it was a mass or what. It was a black. It was a solid black mass, or almost like a humanoid head. Um, and it was turning around and around and around in like this almost like this diagonal circle like this. It was really strange. So it was like spinning. It wasn't going real fast. It was just like turning around, maybe like this speed, like this. Um, it didn't. It didn't stop. It didn't change any direction. It just was going like that. It was just like kind of rotating around like that. I and there I didn't there were some trees in the way, so I couldn't tell if there was more to the top part of it or not. I couldn't quite tell, but it didn't look like anything natural. It didn't look like it didn't look like a branch, didn't look like leaves, it didn't look like like an animal, a bird or a squirrel or anything like that. It wasn't a squirrel's tail. You know how they move, how their bushy tails move when they're standing still. It wasn't anything like that. It was this rotating humanoid head looking thing, or black, like almost like circular mass. You could not see through it at all. It was solid. Like you couldn't see through it. So it wasn't like transparent. It wasn't like like any kind of like a cloudy mass either. It was like a solid mass. So like so what I did, I was staring at it for like a couple minutes because it kept on going like that. It didn't change. It did not change its movements at all. So it kept on rotating like that. I think at times it went a little faster, and maybe then it slowed down. Really, very strange. And so what I did was there was a closer window in the living room, so I went over to that window to see maybe if I could get either a different look or a better look, because it was like maybe a little slightly different angle. And when I looked in that window, nothing was there. Like in that area, there was nothing there. It's like it was gone. It vanished. So I hurried back up to the kitchen window to look back to the same exact area. Nothing was moving. There was nothing there. There was nothing black in that area to indicate that something was just like moving around, like something natural, like maybe like a big like leaf or branch or something. There was nothing of that, nothing dark like that was there to indicate that that was what it was. Even if something was rotating and settling down, that's what I was thinking. Like, okay, so could this have just been like a giant like leaf or something? But there was nothing there. So like I said, like when I looked back into the kitchen window, the whatever was rotating around in the woods there, it completely vanished. It was gone. So it had to have been within seconds, like 10 seconds from me going to the other window. It had to have like either disappeared or just vanished somehow. Like just was gone somehow. So that's kind of scary. I mean, I don't know what the heck it was. That was really, and like I said, like I couldn't tell whether it was like a floating, like whether that was like the only part to it, or if there was like more to it from that angle. I just couldn't quite tell. I couldn't hear anything. Like there was no noise or footsteps or like creaking like leaves and branches, and those are everywhere. Like the branches and leaves right now are like everywhere. So like if there was something like bigger around, you could, or even smaller, like you could hear it. But there was nothing in the woods. Like I looked for several minutes because I was just trying to figure out what the hell did I just see. And this stuff always happens to me when I least expect it, when I'm not thinking of seeing or hearing anything. It's always like that. When it's never on my mind, when something completely different's on my mind, all of a sudden, like something like this will happen. But yeah, that's what prompted me to make this video. I thought it was really creepy. This black turning mass thing that almost resembled like a humanoid head. And I couldn't see anything else, any other like parts to it. I just saw it was just that like almost circular mass thing, and it gave off creepy vibes for sure. Like it was really creepy looking. And it was just kind of like rotating around the I don't think it was rotating around anything in particular. It was like circling around within a couple like trees and with some like there were some like leaves and branches like around, but you could clearly tell that this was not like part of that, of any of that. Like this was like way out of place, and it was definitely not part of the trees, bushes, animals. Like it wasn't like some kind of it wasn't any kind of weather phenomenon. As like I said, it's just a clear day. Like there's nothing going on, you know. So like, and it was not, it wasn't a person either. It definitely was not a person. So the only other explanation I could come up with is that it was some weird paranormal thing. Like I don't know how else to describe it. Oh my gosh. So that's what happened. It completely disappeared. Um, so the thing that happened the other day was so trying to remember exactly like, okay, so maybe I'll do a different video on that one because that might take some time too. I'll do a different video on that one at some point, but I wanted to get this video out there, since it's like very fresh on my mind. Like it just pretty much happened a few minutes ago. So let me know though, anybody listening, have you ever seen anything like this before? Um, it was like this, like I said, it was like this floating, rotating black circular mass. I don't think it was like a perfect circle, but you know, it was circular, and it almost reminded me, like I said, of like the humanoid head. But has anybody ever experienced anything like this? It's really scary, very very creepy. And I'll come back. I'll try to come back with my other experiences from a few days ago here soon. Um, but like I said, just wanted to get this video out there because it's so fresh on my mind. It literally just happened. So yeah, let me know. Anybody else has any similar experiences out there that are watching this? Because I would really like to know and what they think. Like, what did you feel? What did you think it could have been? Um, and I'll see you in the next video.